So do I find virtual runs better or worse than running events? We'll find out a little bit later on. So today I'm going to do my first ever virtual 10k run, and at the end of the video I'm going to kind of talk a little bit about why maybe virtual runs are a bit better. Wasn't actually too sure if I'd be doing it today because last time I went out for a run my knee was hurting really badly, so I had to stop. And also I've had a really bad cold last week, which I'm still recovering now, so my breathing isn't great, so I wasn't too sure I was actually going to do it today. Just done 2k, feeling good, okay, but my throat's a bit sore. Feels like it's burning a little bit from the cold air. Feels very cold, and like I said, I'm still kind of recovering from a cold myself. Can feel my knee a tiny bit, but it's okay for now. Might do a couple of laps here just to make up some distance. Just done 4k. I'm still feeling good. This is a bit annoying because it's the hood from my jacket that I've kind of rolled up at the back, but it keeps flapping, it keeps hitting my face. Just going up a hill. I'm not very good with hills. Normally I walk up it, but I decided I'm going to run up it. I've done 7k, so 3 more to go. Done it in just over 46 minutes. Very slow, I know. Some people would have finished a 10k run by now in like 30 something minutes or less than 40 minutes. I'm definitely a slow runner, so yeah, 7k, 3 to go. Just done 8k, so 2 to go. It's going well. Still feel like I've got 2k left in me. Just done 9k and I've been running for an hour. Distance running is definitely a mind game. So many times I thought, oh, I can't do this, 2 hour breath, my legs hurt too much, but actually it's all in my mind. I've got 1k to go and I'm almost there. 600 meters to go and the sun's come out as well, which is nice. Definitely not as cold now. I don't see my breath in the cold or in the air. 400 meters to go. The last little bit of uphill, then it's quite straight until I finish. I am knackered. 200 meters to go. 200. I can do this. I'm nearly there. 9.98k. I'm gonna do my first virtual 10k and done. Did it. My voice is kind of going a little bit and I still sound a bit nasally, I think. But I've done my first virtual 10k and here's the little medal that I haven't actually opened yet. I wanted to wait until I've done the actual race, so I'm going to open it. So it comes with a little leaflet like that. It's quite a big medal, it's actually bigger than I thought. And here's what it looks like. Ooh. My first virtual 10k medal. Oh, it's so big. It's actually a lot bigger than I thought it would be. So the good thing about virtual runs is that you can generally do it in your own time and you can choose your own location as well. Some of them are specific, like when I did the Christmas dash, it had to be done on Christmas Day, but other times you can kind of do it whenever you feel like it. And you're not restricted to a start time or a location. For me personally, if I do a 10k, I don't like to travel too far for it because it generally starts quite early. Usually it starts like either 9, half 9, 10 o'clock and things like that. So for me, it's quite early. And if it's far away, say I have to travel 2 hours to get there, I feel like I have to get up so early to make sure I'm there for the start time. And to me, sometimes a 10k isn't worth traveling that far unless it's a very specific, like a special one that I really want to do. The other option would be to go there the night before and stay the night, but I generally sleep really badly kind of when I first get somewhere, so to me that's not really an option because I'll end up probably having no sleep at all, and obviously it would cost more money kind of getting accommodation for the night before. So for me personally, 10k's aren't really worth doing it when it's too far away. So a virtual run is perfect for something like that. There are some runs in London that I'd like to do, but for me it's probably going to be about 2-3 hours to get to London. So I generally don't do kind of 10k runs in London, but I know there's going to be a virtual Vitality 10,000, I think it's called. So they do that every year. I'm still waiting for the date to come out, so I'm hoping to do the virtual version of that one. So for things like that, I think the virtual version is very good. The other good thing about virtual runs is usually it's a little bit cheaper than actual organized events because there will be less cost involved. Generally, it's only kind of the admin that goes in it, and also the actual medal that you get at the end, and probably postage as well. So some of them could be even half the price or just a lot cheaper. So that's another good reason why virtual runs are better. When I do virtual runs, I don't get the same nervous feeling as I do when I go to an actual race. So that for me is a pro, because I just feel like all the butterflies in my tummy, and I just get a little bit nervous and kind of a bit stressed of like getting there on time and making sure like I eat properly the day before and the morning of the run. So yeah, virtual run for me is more casual because I just don't feel the same pressure. So when you feel really nervous going to running events, then a virtual one is a good alternative. You still get a medal at the end of it. The other good thing about virtual runs is that you don't have to worry about what to take with you necessarily, where you store your bags, and kind of where to find the toilets, because you have the option to go just from home straight out the door and then do your virtual run. So for me, that's actually a really good thing, not having to worry about what to carry with me and if I'm forgetting anything important. So yeah, that's another pro for doing virtual runs. When we talk about good things, there's always going to be some bad points that I want to point out. So the things that aren't as good doing virtual runs are, it feels less official. I mean, you still have to submit proof that you've actually ran that distance and submit a time that you've done it in. Usually you have to send a picture or a screenshot to them before they send out your medal. But the whole thing just feels a little bit less official because you're just doing it in your own time. And I know you probably wouldn't do it, but some people could get someone else to run it and then just upload kind of your time and pretend that you've done it. So yeah, it feels less official and less kind of special in the way, because you're not actually there doing it and starting it with loads of other people. Yeah, so that could be a con. The other con could be that if you're struggling a little bit throughout your run, there's no crowd support and there's no one cheering you on. If that's something that you like and that's what you enjoy, kind of the atmosphere of running events, you won't get that during a virtual run unless you get your friends and family to kind of support you doing a virtual run. But there's the lack of that side of things if that's what you're into. And the other con is that you don't have the option of official race photos or running photos from professional photographers. Unless you know someone who can take really good running photos, then yeah, you don't kind of have that special picture that you might get at the end of a running event. So those are my thoughts on doing virtual runs. Are they better? Are they worse? Depends on what you are after and what you enjoy. I feel like there are benefits to both doing virtual and doing actual running races, but equally there are some things that could be missing. So it all comes down to personal preference. Hope you enjoyed my thoughts on virtual runs, and if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please consider doing so. That would be very much appreciated. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.